Jim, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure, Keith.
Yeah. Jim, when did you first come to Thailand?
I came here in the early 80s, and it was mostly, I think, Bangkok on that first trip, but I did get down to Pattaya, and then eventually Phuket, which has been my home now for full-time for 10 years. And ever since that time that I saw it for the first time, I knew that's where I wanted to settle in.
And tell me about Vampire of Siam, because that's an interesting story. Vampires and lurking streets and haunts of Bangkok.
Yeah, my beloved Ramon Delacroix, the Vampire of Siam. I was trying to get a film made in Phuket, an ecological adventure, and I was taking it around Hollywood to all of the low-budget companies that I thought would do this kind of a thing, and nobody understood it. They didn't know what an ecological adventure was, but they said, we make horror films, that's our niche. If you brought us a vampire film, we could talk. Well, it wasn't a vampire script, it became a vampire book, and now there's 4 of them out, and it's been a wonderful ride, and probably the next book I write will be a 5th of a vampire book, which I know what it is because I've written a short story, which is, it's the vampire in Phuket, he goes down to take care of this guy, and the short story is called Freedom, and it's up on my website. You guys should take a look at it because it's the lead into the next book. It's really fun.
Jim, tell me about Yankee Dragon. This is your latest book release, isn't it?
Yeah, this one here, I'm very, very proud of this. This just came out. This is literally available now on Amazon in all formats, and there'll be an audiobook out shortly as well, which is for me a treat because that's the first one of my books that's on an audio form as well. But this book was something that I thought was lost. I wrote this book 25 years ago when I was working on a project in Japan, and I never published it. I never got it out to anybody other than a few people saw it, liked it, but I was basically becoming a Bangkok writer, a Thai writer, and this was my deals were with Asia Books, and Asia Books didn't know how to market a book that was set in Japan at that time. So I put it away. Well, frankly, I lost it, because it was written on an old computer that no longer exists, and the formats don't exist and all that stuff. I went to Japan this spring just for a trip to take my wife to look around Japan. I looked up an old friend, and she and I know, had shared this experience, and I had given her a copy of it. And I said, do you any chance have a copy of this? And she did.
Oh, fantastic.
Went, oh my God. So we got it scanned, and I got it back in my hands, and I went through it, and I reformatted it for contemporary market, et cetera, and so forth. And I sold it to this company, California Times Publishing, as the first book deal that I have with them. So I'm very, very happy that it's out. It's something that was I thought was
from the abyss. It was lost.
It was lost. It's a lost book.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you for being on the show. And
oh, it's been a pleasure, Keith.
Yeah, thank you. Would you sing us out?
Yeah, Blues and G.
Blues and G. Yeah, I got one of those.
Nobody loves me. Nobody seems to care. Bad luck and trouble, I had my share. Yeah.
Jim Newport, ladies and gentlemen. Jimi fame. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, buddy.
Great to see you. Good to see you.